Get off my fucking TV, especially Eva Marie and all you fucking goons. Just grab a cold beer. The man of the hour is finally here. JD from New York, 206. It's time for Off The Script. JD from New York, 206. It's time for Off The Script.
What is going on, guys? JD from New York here. And this is the number one fucking podcast. Not only on iTunes, Podbean, Stitcher Radio, Audio Boom, and Google Play Music, but more importantly, right here on YouTube.com. This is Off The Script. Thank you guys so much for joining me for Off The Script. It's a big week, man. It is a big, big week. And if you guys are listening to me on iTunes and all the other platforms, audio-wise, you guys will be listening to this at the end of the weekend. But as you listen to this, I am currently in Atlantic City, New Jersey. I'm probably already there, but as I'm driving down there, listening to Symphony X, and I'm thinking about what cold beverages I'm going to be having, I'll be making my way down there, and we'll be watching the CM Punk fight on Saturday. Yes, Mr. Phil Brooks is making his... I was going to say WWE debut. I wish we were back in the days of old where CM Punk was making his debut in the WWE, or return to the WWE. But I will be with my best friend Sean. We're going to be watching the UFC fight, maybe. We'll go to Tropicana Casino. Maybe we'll go to the Borgata. I don't know where we're going to go, but all I know is we're going to be out and about cheering CM Punk on. And I'm going to be there with him, and I'm going to be drinking cold beverages, and I'm going to be having a good time, and I'm just going to be relaxing, man. So that's what I'll be doing. That's what I'm probably doing right now as you guys listen to this. But I want to thank everybody for making Off The Script the number one fucking podcast anywhere, man. And I'm talking anywhere. Anywhere that there is access to audio and video, man, Off The Script is going to be there. Okay? So you got iTunes, Podbean, Stitcher Radio, Audio Boom, and more importantly, right here in your subscription boxes on YouTube.com. We went over a variety of things this week, and I'm going to pretty much document everything you need to know this weekend going on into Backlash. So make sure you guys are up to date on literally everything. If you guys want to subscribe to the YouTube channel, JD from NY206. Most of the time, content goes here first on YouTube, and then it hits iTunes, Podbean, Stitcher Radio, Audio Boom, Google Play, all those other places. So make sure you guys are in tune. I like uploading to the audio format because a lot of you guys are at work, and now you're going to school, and you're on the bus and the train, and you know you're bored at work, you're bored at lunch, you're bored in detention, wherever the fuck you might be. Or you just refuse to do fucking homework at the end of the night, and you'd rather watch JD or listen to JD. Off The Script is available in any way possible for you guys, so I make it easy for you guys to get through the week. So I want to thank you guys for making my weeks, and I want to give back to you guys the best that I can, so thank you for everything. Like I said, subscribe, JD from NY206. Follow me on Twitter, at JD from NY206. We are nearing 13,000 followers, man. That's unbelievable, that fucking 13,000. No matter how many fucking troll accounts are following me, or bot accounts, it doesn't matter. 13,000, still people are following me every day, and I thank you guys for wanting to hear my opinion, and, you know, being that I tweet literally every day, and especially during Monday Night Raw, Smackdown, NXT, Cruiserweight Classic, pay-per-views, that you guys give a shit about what I have to say. Thank you for that. If you guys want to support the podcast directly, there's two fucking ways you can do that, man. Patreon.com/JD from NY206. I want you guys to go there and read the mission statement, man. Seriously, the mission statement is what that Patreon account is all about. You will understand why I'm doing this, where I'm coming from, what I went through, why I even started a fucking YouTube channel and a podcast. If you guys want to go read that and you feel like you should donate, or you want to donate, you want to pledge because you appreciate what I do on a weekly basis for you guys, and I bust my fucking ass. It is there for you guys to do so. It's never an obligation, but it is there if you want. Patreon.com/JD from NY206. If you guys don't want to do that, there's another way that you can directly affect the growth of this podcast. That is Barbershop Window. Merchandise, my own online shop, barbershopwindow.com, where the new Eva Marie, all red everything, get off my TV t-shirt is selling like fucking wildfire, man. Go on there, $19.99. It is a top seller right now on Barbershop Window. How you access the online shop, you ask? Well, there is a link in the YouTube description of this very video. And if you guys are listening to me anywhere else, all you gotta do is go to Barbershop Window, type that shit in Google. It'll take you right to the website, and type in the search bar on the website, on the homepage, Off The Script. It'll take you right to my online shop. You're gonna see a variety of t-shirts there. Eva Marie version 4, Roman Reigns version 3 of Get Off My TV, Big Show, the original Get Off My TV version 1 shirt, and then the one that has been floating around the internet with that troll photo of the Big Show wearing it, which he's really not. Unbelievable. My people are still tweeting me about it, even though I already stated on Twitter it was a fucking fake. Tweeted out a fucking photo of the Big Show, Photoshop wearing my shirt. People think it's real. I wish it was real. I wish you would come to me and be like, JD, bro, what the fuck's going on here? Why do you want me off your TV? And I'd be honest with him. I'm like, bro, your time has come. Seriously. No more main eventing, no more Raw main events, no more fucking matches with Shaquille O'Neal. Nobody wants to see it. Go away. Fucking live the life of a retired wrestler, bro, and enjoy yourself. Have a cold beverage, and just stay off my fucking TV. That's all. Seriously, but version 1, version 2, version 3, version 4, live right now on the shop. Go check that shit out. If you guys want the Goon City t-shirt, it's there as well, and then the gray original Off The Script logo shirt, $19.99. They ship worldwide, so no matter where you are able to access and get your own Get Off My TV, Off The Script merchandise, man. So thank you guys for that who have purchased this week. If you guys want to sign up for WrestleRumble.com, my friends over at WrestleRumble.com are making it easy for you to win fucking money, man. First prize is $500 if you use your knowledge to the best of your ability and guess the winners of this Sunday's WWE Backlash. And with my preview and predictions this weekend, you guys should be easy money. I hope so. I hope so. I sound like I know what I'm talking about, but most of the time when I do these things myself, I fucking end up losing and I get nothing right. So that's typical WWE for you. But WrestleRumble.com, go to the website, Backlash Pick'em, and you're going to enter, and then you're going to put your knowledge to the test and guess the winners of Sunday's pay-per-view. Make sure you guys visit that site if you want to win some money this weekend, man. WrestleRumble.com. My friends over at WrestleCrate.com, WrestleCrate.com, and on Twitter at WrestleCrates. The #1 pro wrestling-based subscription service delivered to your front door. Use the coupon code that I provide for you. JD sent me for an instant 10% off your first purchase. And if you guys want WWE Slam Crate and you're excited about the Loot Crate that is sponsored by WWE coming in October, all you got to do is go to the vanity link that I provided in the YouTube description of this video and type in the coupon code JD from NY. Buy a monthly crate, you're going to save 10% off your first crate, man. Unbelievable stuff right there. And thank you guys for literally everything that you do right here on Off The Script. Now, let's get into the fucking news and rumors, shall we? What we're going to be talking about today is something that I am honestly fucking tired of talking about, man. I really am tired of talking about this. Paige and the fucking dilemma that is Paige and WWE. We all know Alberto Del Rio is gone from the WWE. We documented this already. I'm not going to be talking about it. He's done. Wherever he goes, I will fill you guys in on when that actually happens. Ring of Honor, Lucha Underground, TNA, New Japan Pro Wrestling, whatever the case may be, wherever he goes, I will let you guys know. Okay? I'm sure there's going to be an organization out there that's going to scoop him up after his 90 days. Okay? But Paige is a situation that is getting a little bit more sticky. And she's trying to leave WWE for reasons that we don't know right now. You know, she might be trying to leave WWE because she really wants to maintain her relationship with Alberto Del Rio. She may just be tired of working with the WWE and be tired of creative. She may be tired of just not fitting into the company where she thought she would be at this point in her career. We don't know. But she's trying to leave the WWE, and now it's gotten so bad that she's hired lawyers to explore her options. Paige hasn't had the prototypical WWE career thus far, and she's only 24 years old. It began at the age of 20 in NXT when she became the inaugural NXT Women's Champion. Boy, seems like fucking just yesterday when we were watching NXT and Paige was having great matches with Emma down in NXT. And she was even considered a main roster call-up, but the WWE wanted her to be 21 or older in order to do that. Without a doubt, Paige wrestled maturely and had an aura around her that just bled success. The WWE Universe thought she was the future of the women's division, so did I, and started the women's revolution in the WWE. The former Divas champion had a great match after great match. Many WWE fans give credit to Natalya versus Charlotte for having the first sensational women's match in NXT. However, Paige versus Emma was truly the first one to garner the attention that the women truly deserved. For too many years, women's wrestling wasn't even considered wrestling. It was a glorified pillow fight that angered not only the women, but the men as well. And she even competed in the former Divas champion, in the Divas division with champion AJ Lee, that being her last match in the company. It was at WrestleMania 31, and the crazy best friends angle united at the granddaddy of them all. Paige is the only three-time Divas champion, but has yet to win the Women's Championship. One big reason is why, because of the suspension that WWE laid upon her, as well as Alberto Del Rio. It was due to a 30-day wellness policy violation. After that was announced, it was a downward spiral for Paige. An injury kept her out of action, but it was more of the backstage drama that got in Paige's way, according to multiple sources. Her relationship with Alberto Del Rio did much more worse than anybody could have imagined. However, despite all of that, Dave Meltzer and AllWrestlingNews.com are reporting that Paige may be on her way out for good from the WWE. Meltzer has stated, and I quote, Meltzer said that Mark Carrano of Talent Relations probably didn't directly threaten to fire Paige. He doesn't think that the story came out of thin air, and it's possible that Carrano hinted something to Paige. He said the fact that the story is out makes him think she probably is done with the company. End quote. In his edition of the Wrestling Observer Radio, Meltzer said that if she is done, they're probably trying to maneuver to where she can be released and she can work because she is under contract to WWE for a long time. Many WWE fans think it's truly a shame what happened to Paige, who was on track to become one of the best women wrestlers of all time. She was over with the fans in a major way. When she got called up from NXT and beat AJ Lee for the Divas title, the crowd erupted. Paige was the first call-up from WWE NXT. WWE's threat of breaking up Paige and Del Rio may have been the last straw for Paige. Anytime the WWE meddles in the personal life of wrestlers, it normally doesn't work out for either party. Del Rio is already gone from the company. Vince McMahon reportedly didn't fulfill promises when the former WWE champion came back in 2015. As we reported already, he was promised a major push with Paul Heyman by his side. That never happened, and they ended up putting him with Zeb Coulter. And then obviously you guys know the story. It fucking avalanched from there. League of Nations, a worthless United States title run, matches with Kalisto that nobody cared about. And then he just became a nobody after that. And next thing you know, he's gone. Like I just mentioned, he was supposed to be a Paul Heyman guy. That never happened. Paige could have been a Paul Heyman girl, but it appears any plans for her in the WWE could nullify if she's released from her current deal. How should Paige return if she does return to the company? All of her troubles are public, unfortunately. Perhaps a deal can be reached where she can return when she is fully healthy. There's been a lot of speculation surrounding Paige that she will leave WWE in October when Del Rio departs from the company officially. However, it was recently reported that Del Rio is free to go next month. Paige is still signed with the WWE until 2019, so she would need to be released by the WWE if she wanted to leave. For obvious reason, Paige may not be willing to wait roughly 3 years for her WWE contract to expire if her heart is set on leaving the company, so she has apparently hired lawyers now to explore her options, according to a new report released earlier this week. However, this is still unconfirmed as of this report, so please, goons, take it with a grain of salt. Okay, so nothing is set in stone. Aside from her ties to Alberto Del Rio and his issues with the company, there have been many reports about backstage issues with Paige since her relationship with Del Rio went public. As her role on WWE programming was weakened, It has been reported that WWE officials threatened her if she did not break up with Alberto Del Rio. Outside of her personal life, her potential departure from WWE may be about a lot more than her boyfriend leaving the company. It may be a case of Paige no longer wanting to work for WWE because of her personal and professional reasons. She has also accomplished most of what WWE has to offer her as a performer at this time. There may be more opportunity outside of WWE if she does so leave the company. The fact is, Paige is a highly decorated and young wrestler at the age of 24. She can easily go to any promotion or wrestle anywhere she likes. Her name right now is infamous within women's wrestling, especially in NXT and WWE. So if she is a free agent and free to go, more than likely it will be very easy for her to find work. She'll be able to continue wrestling outside of WWE based on the name she has created and her history. Paige is also a member of the Knight family and is a great deal more with that, and they work a great deal more with many other organizations and individuals outside of the WWE. It would be unfortunate to see a talent the quality of Paige leave the top wrestling company in the world right now, but WWE programming is already getting used to her absence, and a few years away may make all parties grow fonder. So the two sides can do business in the future if they so choose. Nothing is confirmed, and Paige may have to wait out her WWE contract, but there is something to these reports if the news indeed continues to get even deeper about Paige's situation. That is a massive fucking story right there. I'm at the point right now, to be honest with you, where I quite frankly don't even care. I really don't. You know, I am more about the business aspect right now of WWE. I am more in tune with getting the rosters right. You know, the women's roster on Monday Night Raw could certainly use Paige talent. Okay, SmackDown could certainly use Paige's talent as well. There is room for her. There is a big spot for her. There is massive opportunity for her. I do think this entire Del Rio situation is clouding her judgment. She is relatively young. She's 24 years old. She is very, very immature. She's in that stage. She's in that part of her life where her career right now, she's done what she could in WWE. She's been successful in WWE. Who the fuck knows what she wants to do, man? You know? Who knows what her mindset is? Who knows what her mentality is? To be quite honest with you, I think WWE transformed Paige into something she did not want to turn into. You know? Paige, when I first seen her, instantly I fell in love with her look and her attitude. She was that punk rock, you know, fucking no bullshit attitude that everybody wanted out of a female, you know? And she was attractive to go along with it. And that's very, very difficult to find in a woman nowadays. Especially where the WWE was coming from with the fucking models and the divas and the fucking blown up tits and the fucking big ass and the women who have absolutely no fucking wrestling skill. You know, it was pathetic. Paige was, quote unquote, a page turner for the women's division. And there was promise for the women's division when Paige came up. You had the likes of Paige and AJ Lee, and things seemed to be slowly changing. And then we got the likes of Sasha, Charlotte, Becky, Bayley, and then everything just really exploded, and, you know, the women's revolution was born in WWE. You know, this whole women's movement in WWE that they continue to fucking mention week after week, or Stephanie McMahon at least does, you know? And it's exciting. And it really is exciting to see the women now have a major part on television. And I don't know why Paige would want to give that up. Obviously, the WWE wants to keep Paige. They want to keep Paige. They know what Paige is to the women's division. I don't think Paige really gives a shit at this point because the damage has been done. And I mentioned that WWE turned Paige and transformed Paige into something that she's not. When we seen her in NXT, that's the Paige that we all fell in love with. Now, with Paige being in the spotlight and living this Divas lifestyle and being on the E! Network and being a total diva, and now dating Del Rio, who's 37, 38 years old, much older than she is, you know. I don't know where her judgment is headed. I don't know what her mindset is and where she wants to go. But at this age, at this stage of her career, there are women right now in the world of professional wrestling that would kill to have her position. They would absolutely fucking die to have Paige's position in the company. All over the E! Network, a spokeswoman for the Divas division or the women's division, Total Divas. You know, they're on TV. That limelight that everybody wants so badly. Why would you want to give that up? You know? I feel like WWE has done Paige wrong, but at the same time, I think Paige is really fucking a good thing up here. You know? Because this is a very competitive sport. Who's to say when WWE, you know, if they do let Paige go, and then they end up bringing her back years down the line, who says that it's going to be the same thing for Paige? You know? Get your fucking head straight right now. And worry about your career. You know? A relationship will come. A relationship with Del Rio is not going to further your career. It's not. You know? If that's what you want to do, God bless you. But for me, in my honest opinion, I think she's making a mistake if she does leave the WWE. All she's got to do is sit down and air her grievances, let them know what she wants to do, what she's frustrated with, and hopefully she could find a role, or they could find a role for her on WWE television. She's 24 years old. She has an entire career ahead of her. And the opportunity for her to be successful now is greater than it's ever been. You don't want to give that up. Why would you want to give that up? The potential for success, the potential for a great career is there. The potential for money is there. Do not let a Del Rio cloud your judgment. Do not let a cancerous relationship with Del Rio, which is what a lot of people are saying. Del Rio has completely ruined and clouded Paige's judgment here. Don't let that fucking ruin you from leaving the #1 company in the world. You might not find success anywhere else, you know? Especially in a women's division, especially as a female. I think the opportunity right now to succeed more than anywhere is in WWE. Alongside Sasha, Charlotte, Becky, Bayley. You know? Nia Jax. Let's do it. Get out of this fucking funk you're in. Get healthy. Stay with the WWE. Have Del Rio go on his way. But that's just my opinion, man. I don't know what else to say. I really don't care about this story anymore. It's just one of those things that keeps developing week after week after week. Now she's got lawyers. But again, I mean, I'm not Paige. We're not Paige. We don't know what Paige is thinking. She may just be done with fucking creative and done with her direction of the company that, you know, listen, I've done what I could. I want to go. I want to try my hand at a TNA or a Lucha Underground. Or I want to be, you know, successful in Ring of Honor. Something along those lines. I don't know. It wouldn't be the first time that someone left WWE on their own and found success somewhere else and then are brought back later on. But my understanding is that with this entire women's revolution and what's going on right now, it's going to be very difficult for Paige to find that kind of success anywhere else. You're not going to find success like that anywhere else. You might be happy, which, when it boils down to, is probably the most important thing, but you can be happy and you can have a great career in the WWE if you want. They obviously want to keep you. They obviously know the potential that you have. They obviously know how important you can be to the division. Give them the benefit of the doubt and stay with the company. That's just my honest opinion with that. But listen, if she's unhappy and she wants to leave, nobody's going to talk her out of that. Nobody's going to talk her out of that. So, that's all I got on Paige. I mean, like I said, I really don't care about this story anymore. But as it develops, obviously I will keep you guys in the loop and in the know, and I will report anything I hear about her leaving. I know there's going to be a lot of females out there. I know there's going to be a lot of guys out there that don't want to see Paige leave and probably agree with me. There's probably some that don't agree with me and say, you know what, JD, let her go find success somewhere else, you know? But as a female, in my honest opinion, it's going to be difficult to find that level of success as a female somewhere else. I think right now, all the females want to be in WWE because of what is going on with the Four Horsewomen. If it was a guy, it's a completely different story. If it was one of the male competitors, it's a completely different story. I mean, look at Drew Galloway. Look at EC3. Look at Matt Hardy. Look at, you know, Cody Rhodes, who's finding success quickly outside of WWE after he was stuck with that fucking Stardust gimmick. You know, look at Damian Sandow. You know, these are wanted commodities. In my eyes, and in my opinion, it's going to be more difficult for a female to find that level of success compared to a male competitor. Right now, the women want to be in WWE. Right now, women's wrestling is at an all-time high, even though it doesn't seem like it because the shows are just generally terrible. But right now, there's more buzz around the women than anything in the WWE, thanks to Bayley, Sasha, Charlotte, Becky, you know. So I think it would be better for her to stay instead of go somewhere else. Del Rio's going to find more success, guaranteed, outside of WWE. Just because of who he is. It's going to be a little bit more difficult, in my opinion, for Paige to do that. So let me know what you guys think about Paige trying to leave now. She's getting lawyers to explore her options and find a way out of her contract. Wade Barrett heading to Ring of Honor very soon is the rumor. I'm going to put a squash on this rumor right now, but the report reads, if you had anyone ask in the summer of 2010, Wade Barrett was a future WWE World Champion and a potential top guy for the company, absolutely. Until that Nexus angle at SummerSlam where Team Cena beat Team Nexus, it was completely downhill after that, and he absolutely never recovered. I believe they actually had a match at TLC. Remember that match that Barrett and John Cena had at TLC? And the significance of John Cena pulling all those chairs down in the aisleway, which literally buried Wade Barrett. That was a signifying fucking image of, you know what? Wade Barrett is now buried in the WWE. And obviously, as we've seen as the years went on, he never recovered from that. Barrett had a tremendous successful WWE career if you look at his accolades. He was also great on the microphone. One of the few guys I could listen to and take seriously on the microphone in the last couple of years. But you can't help but wonder the potential that was never fully realized for a variety of reasons during his WWE career. A lot of people blame John Cena burying Nexus at SummerSlam in 2010 as a big reason why Barrett's main event push never came to be, but he was in the WWE for another 5 years. So look at Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt fought John Cena. He was fed to John Cena. Has he ever recovered? Of course not. There were plenty of chances for Wade Barrett. The most common reason for his lack of success at the top level of WWE, because he was injured every fucking time we've seen him. He had a list of injuries that caused him to lose several opportunities to thrive in the WWE. He'd become Intercontinental Champion, he'd get injured. He'd become King of the Ring, he got injured. He'd become Intercontinental Champion again, he'd become injured. They were about to push him to the WWE Championship picture, he got injured. Every other week, he was injured. But that's all in the past now. He's healthy now. According to a report from CageSideSeats.com, Wade Barrett, whose real name is Stu Bennett, could be coming into Ring of Honor soon, and it's likely he'd be debuting with a huge push. There are many opportunities for Bennett to reach the top level in Ring of Honor. He could easily throw his name into contention for the television title or the ROH World Heavyweight Championship. The potential for Barrett to feud or join with Adam Cole in the Bullet Club is very interesting. Squash on the rumor right now, Wade Barrett, as long as I see it, or as far as I see it, I should say, is not coming into Ring of Honor, at least right now. He was in New York City. He was meeting with several people who are familiar with Ring of Honor and know people in Ring of Honor. He was doing some promotional work in New York City. Apparently some pictures on Twitter were making the rounds where he was meeting with several people who were in the know of Ring of Honor, and people were just trolling people on Twitter. These guys were trolling people on Twitter saying, oh, look at Wade Barrett. Could we see him in Ring of Honor? You know, what is he doing here? Etc., etc. You know how Twitter works. They're getting the name of Stu Bennett out there. He's doing some promotional work, making acquaintances. But right now, Wade Barrett is not headed to Ring of Honor. He is going to end up somewhere soon. He's too good to not land a job with another company. And I hope he finds success somewhere else, because Wade Barrett was one of those guys I seen huge potential in early on in his run. And I seen him, no question, as a future WWE World Champion. But ever since that Nexus angle ended and then they started up a new fucking stable, the Core, it was just fucking bullshit, dude. They didn't have any idea what they wanted to do with those guys. Wade Barrett suffered, and then he landed, injury after injury after injury. He finally found a gimmick that worked with Bad News Barrett. He was getting over on his own. He seemed to be enjoying the gimmick, and just like everybody else who goes out there and grabs the brass ring, WWE pulls him back. They pull back on the leash. It's not your time yet. We don't want to push you. You know, you're going against the grain, and you're succeeding for yourself. You can't succeed unless we tell you to go out there and succeed. You can't succeed unless we appoint you as the chosen one. Bullshit. Wade Barrett was getting over, and they stripped him of everything that made him unique, funny, and just pretty much have him stick out more than anybody else on the roster. And then that's it. Then you guys know the deal. King of the Ring, meaningless. IC Championship reigns, meaningless. Crowd didn't give a shit because You know, they were given a reason to care about Wade Barrett, and then he just dropped the entire Bad News Barrett gimmick, which was fucking great. It was absolutely great. And then obviously you guys know League of Nations. He went nowhere. He eventually left the company, and now he's a free agent. To go wherever he wants, he will land a job. He's too good not to. Wade Barrett will find success. He's going to be one of those guys that finds success outside of WWE, more so than he did in WWE. So good luck to Mr. Stu Bennett. I got this news article here about Cody Rhodes being forced to change his name upon WWE departure. I mean, I guess the WWE now has control of the Rhodes legacy, right? They created Dusty Rhodes. Cody Rhodes can't use his last name or the name of his father to maintain his legacy wherever he goes. Now he's got to go under the name of Cody Runnels. Stupid. Absolutely stupid. WWE's legal department, again, fucking everything up. When Cody Rhodes left the WWE, it was under bad circumstances. He wanted out. He wanted out. He wanted creative direction to go in a different direction with his character. He did not want to be Stardust anymore. He wanted to be Cody. He wanted to be himself. He told Vince McMahon he could be the go-to guy. He can be that guy to lean upon and give you the fucking talent that you need. And Vince McMahon didn't want it. Vince listened to all this shit, fell on deaf ears. He wanted Cody to remain as Stardust. It's fucking bullshit. Under bad circumstances, yeah, because they didn't give Cody, they didn't recognize Cody for the talent that he is. They didn't want to respect him enough to listen to this guy and give him a gimmick that he wanted. Stardust. So what WWE's telling me is that they wanted Cody to go nowhere because Stardust was going nowhere. It was a dead gimmick. It's not a gimmick you can succeed at. Maybe when he was with Goldust as a tag team, there was potential there. But as a singles, when he dropped his brother, the gimmick was dead. The gimmick was dead. We don't need Goldust 2.0 on the roster. We already have Goldust being a fucking waste. And they're wasting the potential of fucking Dustin Runnels as well. It's bullshit. Rhodes made strong comments after leaving the WWE about a pair of writers, one of which he said was more interested in chasing divas than he was about writing good storylines. This is why you need to hire JD, Vince. Hire JD. I'm not going to be chasing divas. I'm going to be fucking taking over the world writing your product. That'll come later. Give me a fucking pen and paper, give me creative control, and I'll guarantee you your fucking programming will be better off than it's ever been right now. Because right now what you're doing is complete garbage. So he was complaining about writers chasing divas, then writing good storylines. Cody also posted a photo of a piece of paper with names that he's always wanted to wrestle and would get the chance to now that he was out of WWE. However, Dave Meltzer reported on the Wrestling Observer Radio on Monday of this week that Cody Rhodes will have to wrestle in upcoming matches without using his name. Rhodes' real name is Cody Runnels, and while his father owned all the rights to the name, the American Dream Dusty Rhodes, it was the WWE who requested that he use the name Cody Rhodes to play off his dad's fame. Because of that, the WWE owns the name Cody Rhodes, and they are blocking Cody from using his name. Absolute fucking bullshit, dude. Absolute bullshit. This comes on the heels of the news that Cody Rhodes will be heading to Ring of Honor and TNA Impact Wrestling. WrestleZone.com reported that Rhodes would not only wrestle in the two promotions, but they won't require him to do so under contract. However, both Ring of Honor and TNA Impact have nationally broadcast television shows, so that is likely why WWE is stepping in to now prevent him from capitalizing on a name that they own the rights to. I guess it's understandable. All this legal bullshit, to me, is bullshit, but listen, it's the fucking law. What are you going to do? They got the name copyrighted, so now he's got to make a new moniker. He's got to make a new name for himself if he wants to wrestle on Impact, which has a nationally televised deal with Pop TV. Cody Rhodes has already wrestled leaving since the WWE and was allowed to use his name. He battled in PWG's BOLA over the weekend, BOLA, beating former NXT star Sami Callihan in the first round and then losing to Marty Scurll in the second round. Scurll went on to win the tournament, which made Rhodes' loss something that helped put over the younger star. Cody also wrestled Zack Sabre Jr. at Evolve 66. He then lost to Chris Hero the next day. He also wrestled matches against Mike Bennett, Kurt Angle, and Sami Callihan at other shows as well. Cody Rhodes has also another match scheduled against Kurt Angle, and then will head to Ring of Honor and TNA Impact Wrestling. As several sources reported, including the Inquisitor, Rhodes released a photo of the names he wants to wrestle. That list included BOLA, Kurt Angle, Chris Hero, and Mike Bennett. Cody also cut a promo in Evolve, a company that is actually now having a working agreement with WWE. These are other names that he can wrestle in Ring of Honor and TNA Impact Wrestling, including Adam Cole, Dalton Castle, Moose, the Young Bucks, Trevor Lee. He's also put down that he wanted to get the streamers thing that Ring of Honor fans love to throw into the ring at famous and popular wrestlers. With that said, Cody Rhodes could wrestle 6 of the men that he had on his wish list during the Ring of Honor and TNA Impact Wrestling appearances. The only names that he would still need to get is Pei Buck, Shibata, and Roderick Strong. The latter of which he may never get to wrestle with. WWE rumors state that Strong is headed to the WWE Performance Center. Cody Rhodes still has some wrestlers to face off against, and he's also planning on moving into acting with appearances on Arrow this season with his friend Stephen Amell. So Cody's doing well for himself. Congratulations to that. You know, it's not that far-fetched to find that Cody Rhodes is going to be successful. I mean, this is the success that he had that he should have had in WWE. You know, and now it's WWE's loss. Instead of giving the guy what he wanted and using him to the best of his abilities by using him in the character that he wanted to portray on television, with the brand split happening, Cody Rhodes would have been a great addition to SmackDown. Absolutely fantastic addition to SmackDown. Let me rephrase that. Damian Sandow, the same thing. Wade Barrett, the same thing. Where are these guys now? WWE didn't want to, you know, sign them. They didn't want to use them. They just treated them like shit. You know, they're expendable fucking talents. Go ahead, leave. We don't need you. Right? Well, we want to make room for the new guys in NXT. We want to make room for the call-ups, right? But what are they doing now? WWE. They're going out and trying to get talent for your shows. They're bringing in Kurt Hawkins. They're bringing in Jinder Mahal. They're bringing in Rhino. They're utilizing Heath Slater on television, right? So you mean to tell me that a Jinder Mahal and a Kurt Hawkins are more valuable to you than a Cody Rhodes and a Damian Sandow and a Wade Barrett? If the WWE had the plan of a draft earlier in the year while all these guys were still contracted to your company, why didn't you think that long ahead that we were going to need talent to fill these shows, especially SmackDown, which the roster looks completely thinned out, especially if you're going to have brand exclusive pay-per-views, right? This would have been all the more better, all the more sense to make SmackDown a top-tier show with the likes of Cody Rhodes, Wade Barrett, and Damian Sandow. It's foolish to me, and it fucking frustrates me, the level of talent that they let go that could have been utilized on SmackDown. The intellectual savior of the masses could have been brilliant on SmackDown. Cody Rhodes, the dashing one, could have been brilliant on SmackDown. Wade Barrett, Bad News Barrett, could have been brilliant on SmackDown. And these guys could have thrived because it's about the fucking wrestling and the character. Monday Night Raw is all about fucking entertainment. The old day. I didn't laugh once during that fucking segment. Seriously. It's all about the authority figures and Stephanie McMahon trying to fucking hyper ego with the women's revolution, women's movement. I started everything. Right? Give me a break. Monday Night Raw is so fucking garbage. Even after the draft. It's all about the fucking authority figures and it's all about entertainment. Wrestling is third best. Is the third most important factor on fucking Monday Night Raw. Bullshit. Meanwhile, at SmackDown, they're actually building superstars, and they're actually giving you wrestling, and it's all about what happens in the ring. You mean to tell me Cody, Damian Sandow, and Wade Barrett were not good enough for your fucking company when you knew the brand split was happening? Fuck out of here, man. Talent wasted. And then you want to come back and say, oh yeah, we want him back now. His contract's up in TNA, his contract's up in Ring of Honor, let's bring him back. They should have never left to begin with. So fucking stupid. Who's ever running shit in WWE is a fucking retard. Honestly. The draft was planned out. It's been reported it's planned out. You mean to tell me you couldn't find room for Cody Rhodes on your roster? Being that the roster was going to be split? Stupid. But I guess it's good for you guys who watch Ring of Honor and TNA. I hope TNA continues to get WWE's expendable talents, quote unquote. You know? Wade Barrett's next. Del Rio is next. And if that's the case, I'm going to start watching TNA. Because these guys deserve recognition. They deserve the fucking time in the ring to be appreciated. They didn't get that with WWE. Someone else is willing to give them that. Fuck you. So fucking stupid, man. Disgusting behavior on WWE's part. Makes no sense business-wise. So SmackDown's struggling now to put on decent television. Raw, we know. But Don't you think Cody Rhodes, Wade Barrett, and Damian Sandow, under his old moniker, would give you great television? Absolutely fucking stupid. What else do I got here? Do I have anything else? Yeah, I actually got a few things we can go over. Let's go over NXT Takeover Toronto, announced for Survivor Series. NXT is growing tremendously with success that has come from being a part of SummerSlam and WrestleMania weekend over the past year, especially Brooklyn and Dallas. This year, they've been fucking great. Lucky cities to have such historical NXT Takeover specials happen this year. Unbelievable. And it makes the entire weekend for those big pay-per-views. It's usually the best show of the weekend. No question. Dallas was better than WrestleMania. No question better than WrestleMania. Brooklyn blew away SummerSlam. I don't even need to go over that. SummerSlam was fucking miserable. It was rumored that based on NXT tour dates, that we'd be getting NXT TakeOver Sydney in Australia in December. But WWE has made the decision and announced that Survivor Series weekend is going to be huge. It was recently announced that NXT TakeOver Toronto will occur the night before Survivor Series, and I'm happy about this, giving you a fucking standing ovation, you Canadian heads up there, man. Toronto, you guys are fucking lucky, and I hope you tear the fucking house down. Toronto will occur the night before Survivor Series on November 19th in what is destined to be another great TakeOver special, no doubt. The interesting thing about Toronto isn't just the passionate fan base in that city, but Bobby Roode is from Toronto. Maybe he challenges for the NXT title. I don't know, man. His stock is so fucking high right now, I'd actually have him compete legitimately for the title. Bobby Roode has made such an impact already and has only wrestled one match, and it's all due to his fucking theme and his interest at Brooklyn, man. Awe-inspiring. It's glorious. Really is. His stock has skyrocketed at NXT since his debut a few weeks ago. He's going to have a big match on the card. Fellow Canadian Ty Dillinger is going to be on the card, and he's going to have a big match as well because they're building him up on NXT television. He's gaining some momentum, but NXT officials are going to lump them together, or are they going to lump them together, or could we see Nakamura versus Roode in Toronto? Well, by the looks of it on NXT television, looks like they're going to continue Nakamura and Samoa Joe. But honestly, I would put Bobby Roode in that situation, man. That is too good of an opportunity and an epic moment, man. Giving me chills already. Just listening to that crowd, to that entrance, to that theme, and if Bobby Roode wins the fucking title, unbelievable, man. This may be Bobby Roode's weekend. I can't wait to see what happens. But NXT TakeOver Toronto, Canadian fans are absolutely fucking rabid, dude. I can't wait to watch. I can't wait to see it all unfold. NXT Toronto coming November 19th is going to be fucking unbelievable, man. Can't wait to see what happens. And finally, guys, she who shall not be named, before I get on to the next one, I want to do this one. I want to get this story out of the way. It would appear that the Red Queen, still gets to show us her throne. According to a report from PW Insider, Eva Marie, along with her husband Jonathan, The Miz, and Maurice, are currently in the Bahamas filming new material for Total Divas. Does anybody care? No. Don't even know why I'm fucking talking about this. This is in spite of the fact that Eva Marie is still under a 30-day suspension from WWE due to her first violation of the company's wellness policy. The reason is that she is still able to film because, although Total Divas features WWE superstars, all their contracts are with the E! Network for Total Divas. So people wondering why is Eva Marie still working when she's suspended, they are contracted to E! Network and not the WWE. Therefore, they do not fall under the same jurisdictions and do not have the same regulations. It's been previously reported that the reason of Eva Marie's suspension was because she had taken a prescription drug that contained Adderall, which is banned by the WWE's wellness policy. She plans to appeal the suspension, but no information about that is known at this time. So, who cares? I mean, does anybody fucking care? I guarantee you nobody even watches Total Divas. I mean, the fucking ratings have tanked as the seasons went on. Who gives a shit? I mean, Eva Marie's going to be back fucking annoying us on television, not wrestling on television, and when she actually does, I'm going to be sitting there with a bucket of popcorn and a cold beverage just fucking telling you, well, listen, I told you so. I told you so. The women's division, right? Decent on Smackdown for the time being. When Eva Marie stinks up the fucking first match that she's in, I'm going to sit there and laugh. This is your Red Queen, right? This is your all red everything, right? Get the fuck off my TV. There'll be a reason why she's on the t-shirt, and that reason's going to be coming in about 10 days when she comes back from suspension. So we got this SmackDown coming up on Tuesday, the one following Backlash, and then the week after that, Eva Marie's back. And then when she wrestles, I'm going to sit there and say, I told you so. Go buy the t-shirt. Go buy the t-shirt. That's it, guys. That's everything for this episode, part 2 of Off the Script this weekend. Hope you guys enjoy the CM Punk fight tonight. I'm going to be enjoying it. There might be a review later on tonight. I do have my laptop with me. I do have my microphone with me. My buddy Sean is a UFC expert, so I think he'll make the video quite enjoyable for you guys. We'll be drinking, having a good time, so look forward to that. I'll keep you guys posted if we actually do a review or not. I did post something yesterday about CM Punk. Go check that shit out, man. The reasons why I want CM Punk to win against Mickey Gall. I don't think he's going to win, but there's reasons why I want him to win. Of course, I'm a CM Punk guy. People call me the CM Punk of the IWC, but there are other reasons why I want him to win. And I appreciate the fact that he's getting in there and he's got the courage to get in there, man. You know, anybody, any man can lose on any given night, man. There's not a guaranteed victory unless it's fucking scripted, you know, which some of these things are a little iffy. But I'll give him that. He's getting in there. He's got the courage to get in there. He's got the balls to do it at his age when a lot of people automatically deem that he's going to fail based on his age and his inexperience. But any man can lose on any given night, man. It's not a guarantee. And I think Punk is going to open a lot of eyes. And I want him to win. And I think he's going to end up losing, but he's gonna surprise a lot of people. So watch that video that I posted yesterday, man. CM Punk, UFC 203 versus Mickey Gall. Preview and predictions for that. I go over the evolution of Punk and the reasons why I want him to win tonight against Mickey Gall at UFC 203. Anything else that you missed this week, link is in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up, and I'll see you right back here for part 3 of Off the Script. Until then, I'm JD. I'll talk to you guys later, man.